Hi, Tate here. Well, you clicked on this video to find out, am I transgender? Well, I'm going to tell you if you are in just a second here. First of all, if you clicked on this video, it's pretty high chance that you could be transgender. But I'm going to explain by definition what transgender means. It means a person who self-identifies does not match up with what's in their brain or how they feel about themselves, where their gender is the opposite of their physical being. So, say, for me for instance, I feel I am a boy, I am a male, but my physical being is a female. That is what transgender means. So now to get into more details about transgender, what you feel when you're transgender and how you can find out by early signs is you feel really awkward in your skin and you know something's wrong. Like, say for instance, you look in the mirror, and when you look in that mirror you think to yourself, wait, this isn't me. I don't see myself being what's on this mirror right now. For me, when I was younger, I used to hang out with a lot of guys. I used to be very, like, when I didn't look at myself, I would see myself way different from when I would look in the mirror. I would, after, like, say for instance, after going outside, we always had to go inside when I was really young, like in elementary school. We had to go back inside and wash our hands. So when I would go back inside, I'd look at myself in the mirror and my heart would sink a little bit. I would see my physical self and I would say, this doesn't match up with my personality, this doesn't match up with how I feel about myself. And so that is a sign that you could be transgender. And how I figured out I was transgender was I actually had a friend who brought it up one time. And I thought about it for a really long time, and I looked on the internet and I looked on YouTube, and I found a lot of YouTubers that were female to male transgenders, and they just showed me so much inspiration, and they showed me how they felt, and I felt the exact same way, and I realized right then and there that I was transgender. But I've always known it since I was little, but I never knew like what it was called. I always had that sinking feeling, but I didn't know. Well, for you probably have that feeling where you don't feel right with your body, and sometimes you can fall into a depression about it. If, say, Phy-Ed, if you are ever in Phy-Ed or you have to do something physical with your body, it could make you feel down and stuff. But being transgender is not a bad thing, even though in our society people believe transgender is bad. Like, especially if for religious people, they think you choose to be transgender, and that is totally not true. Not at all. Being transgender is what you were born with. You were born with it. So if you're transgender, you most likely know from an early age, but some people don't know from an early age, which is perfectly fine. You still can be transgender, but you just realize and you're just self-aware of what's going on, but you don't actually know what's going on until you're later in life. And when you look up things on the internet, or if somebody tells you about it, or if you learn about it in school. And so another thing about being transgender is you like a lot of, I wouldn't say that there's gender roles or there's certain gendered toys or anything, because you could be transgender and you could be, say you're transgender male and you can like female stuff, or you're transgender female, you can like male stuff. That's totally fine. But usually like you like to dress up in male clothes, or you feel more interested in male things, which is a really big sign about being transgender. And so it kind of falls into place a little bit once you look into it. So I'm not saying that you are transgender just because you like male things, or just because you're a tomboy, or just because of that, but it could be a choice. I mean, it could be a chance for it. But transgender is a really big step into becoming who you really are and who you really feel and who you really want to be. I haven't gone through any transitions yet, so I'm still physically a female, but one day I plan to have transitioning where I can go on testosterone. Testosterone is where it forms your body more into a male, and I plan to get top surgery. I don't know if I would get bottom surgery, but I would definitely get top surgery, and I would work into that. Right now I'm still in high school, so I can't really do anything about it, and especially since my mother doesn't want me to. And so I will choose another video, or I'll do another video on my coming out and what I felt from my past more, and I'll get into details about that. But that's pretty much how it is about transgender. And so if you're a transgender F to M, which is female to male, usually if you feel very self-conscious about your breasts, you can wear a binder. Right now I'm wearing a binder, so it looks like I have a flatter chest than I normally do. Like if you ever go on my Facebook and you see some pictures, yeah, I got pretty big boobs, but you know. And so I also wear a lot of hats and a lot of guy clothes, and that's just how I am. I've been like that for a long time. And so one more thing I'd like to talk about is another big part of being transgender is where you have gender dysphoria. Gender dysphoria is where you, like I said earlier, it's where you notice something's wrong with your body and you get really depressed, or you get really sad about what your physical being, and you wish and wish and wish you can be the gender you want, and it kind of forces you down a little bit, and you can't express yourself how you really want to feel. If you're watching this right now and you totally feel this, you're like, oh, I want to be who I want to be, I want to show people what I see on the inside, then that is a very big sign of you being transgender. So I hope this video has helped you a little bit on showing you how you can be transgender, and this is Tater Tot. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day.